So, Devin the American Dream Haney, he's back. One can safely assume that Devin the American Dream Haney will be fighting on March 25th on BLK Prime. The reason why that's a safe assumption is because Devin the American Dream Haney put out an X post where he said that he'll be back in March. And then BLK Prime reposted that and said, see you March 25th. All right. So they gave you the date. Is BLK Prime. Why else do that if that's not the case, that Devin the American Dream Haney won't be fighting on BLK Prime on March 25th? I think it's a safe assumption. You also heard what Bill Haney said when he said, let's talk about the other guys, the BLK Primes, the MVPs and stuff like that, outside of the five fathers.
Let's talk about new players that's in the game. Let's talk about the BLK Primes of the world. Let's talk about the MVPs of the world.
We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about this post that I put up at Canelo Alvarez to fight Terrence Bud Crawford instead of William Skull, because William Skull said that his team reached out to them to start negotiations. All right. But I did hear that Canelo has reached out to a few people. So it's not for sure that he'll be fighting William Skull next. And the reason why is to regain undisputed status for the second time at 168. But let's talk about Devin the American Dream Haney, BLK Prime. Am I shocked? It kind of, but not really. The reason why I'm kind of shocked that they chose to fight on BLK Prime March 25th is, if that's the case, is because, you know, I collaborate with the Zone. We're in the Zone. So I am fully aware and I pay attention to what the Zone has been doing. And when you look on their socials, the Zone has been pushing Devin Haney's brand. All right. You know, they have many posts out there now. And it's been lately where they've been kind of pushing Devin the American Dream Haney. So I thought Bill Haney or the Haneys will be fighting on DAZN. Now, the reason why I'm not so shocked is because I understand the approach. Why fight on BLK Prime? Here's why I understand the approach. Devin Haney, they turned down the Teofimo Lopez fight offered by Top Rank. And what Bill Haney was saying was, we're not going to be the B-side. All right, we don't work for Top Rank. Teofimo Lopez does.
We don't work for Bob. We're not handcuffed to Bob. Teofimo Lopez is. And then to say that you put something on the table where you would be the A side and we would be the B side was an insult.
So it seems as though they would prefer to be the A side on a smaller platform than the B side on a bigger one. All right, that's one. Number two, which I don't know, I would prefer to be on a bigger platform. But number two, I think this is a supporting reason why. I think the Haneys want a tune-up fight naturally. They should, right? I mean, out for like a year. The last fight, they were knocked down a few times, and there's a few things that they have to work on as far as Devin Haney's defense fundamentally. So they need a tune-up. I don't think any of the five fathers would have been willing to pay for Devin Haney to be a tune-up on their platform. What I mean by the five fathers, I mean, you know, Matchroom, Queensberry, Golden Boy, Top Rank, PBC, right? If you look at Bob Arum, he wants a big fight. He wanted Teofimo Lopez. So if you're going to be, just like Bill Haney said, we don't work for this Top Rank. If you're going to fight a Top Rank fighter, they're going to put one of their guys. It's going to be a moment for their guy, Teofimo Lopez. I think with Matchroom or DAZN, that's what we're going to find out season. I think Devin Haney wouldn't have an opportunity for a real tune-up fight on DAZN. DAZN would put him up against somebody that could be a problem. You saw them talking about Pyro and stuff like that before when Devin the American, I mean, that was months ago, right? So I think Devin Haney is looking for a softer touch, a decent name, but a softer touch. And he wants, and I don't think any of the five fathers would be giving him that opportunity. And I think they want to be the A side. So BLK Prime, that's why I'm not shocked about BLK Prime. Who would he be fighting on BLK Prime? I don't know. You know, you got people talking about Adrian Broner. You know, Adrian Broner, he was like one of the first guys that was pushing BLK Prime, if not the first. So could be. I'm not sure who he'll be fighting on BLK Prime. But I think that's the reason why. And one can assume that Devin Haney will be taking on a fight on BLK Prime March 25th. Now, this post that I have of Saul Canelo Alvarez, asking Canelo Alvarez, we want Terrence Crawford over William Skull. The reason why I said that is this. I think belts and the undisputed status and stuff like that, I think boxing fans are more into the op than the trophy, right? I think boxing fans are starting to be more into the ops and the matchups over the accolades. And I think His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh with Riyadh season has proven that the diabolical matchups and all of those upsets, right? People are into that, okay? The matchups. So I think the boxing fan would be more excited about the matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford over Canelo Alvarez and Skull. Many people don't even know who Skull is, right? And we'll kind of see that as a layup for Canelo. He'll have the accolades, but he'll beat the hell out of it. I mean, the matchup, the fight itself, I don't think would be a great product other than Canelo Alvarez dominating him. There's a lot of people who think Bud Crawford can do the incredible and go up, 3 weight classes in 1 year at 37 years old and beat Canelo because he's that superior of a fighter. So that is a spectacle that people will want to watch between two great fighters, pound for pound fighters right now. And I think it's a better moment for boxing. I think with more eyes on boxing, you can have an undercard and push this next generation, right? If you can have an undercard and have Xander Zayas on the undercard, Bruce Carrington, Shoo on the undercard, stuff like that, I think you can push this next generation of fighters. And you guys name them, people that Abdullah Mason, anybody you'll want to see. If you can have a great undercard, a massive undercard to push the entire sport of boxing on the backs of the matchup of Canelo versus Bud Crawford, I just think it's better for the sport. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, don't. I'm out.